Each time I love, I'm forced to learn something new. Something new about myself, something new about the other person. This time I've learned something really, really new and fascinating about the way human beings behave when it comes to intense emotions like intimacy, like love, like trust. I used to think that everyone acted the way I acted, and if people were not responding the way I would normally respond to a situation, it means that they are either not interested or they were playing games. But I've come to realize that a lot of people have had different experiences growing up. A lot of people have had so many different experiences growing up. I think I am dating an avoidant. I did not even know that that was a term, that that was a real thing. An avoidant is someone that when emotions get heightened, when things start to get real, they pull away because that is how their nervous system reacts to situations like that. And it started from childhood. Maybe a parent was not available, maybe they were not listened to, and they learned to pull away when things got hard. That was a survival technique. It was a response to trauma of not being seen, not being heard. Then they start to think that they are not good enough. And when somebody starts getting too close, they get scared that that person might realize that they are not good enough because they believe that they are not good enough. I never realized that that was an actual behavior, that that was an actual thing until I got into my recent relationship. She's an amazing person. She's sweet. She's a sweetheart. I think she's the best person that I've been with in my whole entire history of dating. She's the person I felt the most connection with. And I started to see some of my wounds inside her. I started to realize that most of my own behavior was also stemming from a place of childhood traumas. I realized that I always put in too much effort to prove that I deserved love. Not because I did not think that I was good enough. But then I realized that when I was younger, I was always trying to prove that I was good enough because I was constantly told that I was not good enough. Every single thing I did was wrong. It's crazy how the things that were done to us as children, it's crazy how it affects us as adults. And we never really sit back to realize that this is what is going on. Childhood traumas, or things that traumatized us when we were children, and the identity that we built around our traumas, and the survival techniques that we built to shield us away from the traumas that we experienced as children is the very reason why we behave the way we behave as adults. So now when I look at people as adults and I see the way they behave, I'm able to spot out their childhood wounds. I'm able to spot out what exactly went wrong in their lives when they were children. I'm able to love them better because I understand their wounds. I'm able to be present for them, or I'm able to pull away, depending on how I believe the situation requires me to behave. I'm able to spot people who would never be able to change because they have identified as their wounds. I'm able to identify people who are putting in efforts to be better, to change. I'm able to spot out so much. I realize that I am an empath. It's the reason why I feel so many people's pain. It's the reason sometimes I crash out just because people are not understanding why I feel the pain of almost everybody around me. I realize that I carry the load, the emotional load of a lot of people around me. I realize that the things that most people cannot see, cannot feel, I'm able to feel, and I'm able to see, I'm able to sense, I'm able to see a small part of the picture, and I would know how it plays out. I would know the bigger part of the picture. I'll be able to put meaning to it. I now understand why I became an overthinker. Something small happens, I inflate it in my mind. I think about it, think about it, think about it. I want to understand. I want to know. I want to feel. I want to understand. I know that a lot of people can resonate. I know that you watching this video, if anyone is even watching this video, is either in a situation like this. Because if this video finds you, it means you're in a similar situation. You're finally learning. You're finally seeing people for who they are. Children who are in adult bodies, who still have the survival behaviors that they developed when they were children, who still have childish behaviors when they were children. You're able to know why people so badly want attention, because they never got that attention when they were kids. They badly want the attention, but they would swear that they don't want the attention. But everything they do, the way they dress, the way they talk, their body language shows that they want the attention, but they tell themselves they don't want the attention. You start to realize that when people grew up without either of the parents, they would always search for that parent in every connection that they have, every relationship that they have. They don't just want a partner, they want a dad or a mom. There are some people that search for their mothers in every girl that they date. There are some people that search for their fathers in every man that they date. Everything stems from what happened to you as a child. A lot of us have forgotten what happened to us as children. We don't remember. But the traumas and the survival strategies and the techniques and the things we do or we did to survive the trauma is still inside us, even though we cannot even clearly remember how bad the childhood was. A lot of people can remember. A lot of people have suppressed their childhood to a point that they cannot even remember how bad it was. They've created a false image. They've created a different story to numb what they felt as children. Oh, my parents are not that bad. They are just strict. They are not this, they are just that. Or they create a different image. My parents are bad. They are bad people. They did this to me. They did that. They did. Either one of them might be right, might not be right. But at the end of the day, The interesting part is that we have to go back to our childhood and heal our childhood wounds, the wounds that we got when we were children. We need to heal it for us to be better adults. You would also realize that someone who was abandoned as a child would grow up. You would think that they will grow up wanting to do better, wanting not to be the one to abandon people. But in the process of saying that they will be better, I will not be the one to abandon people. Once they get into a relationship where they feel like they will be abandoned, they will be the first person to abandon that person so that they don't have to feel the way they felt when they were children, so that their wounds are not triggered. But they say that they will not abandon people. Then there are other sets of people who were abandoned as children. Then they developed the inability to let go of relationships, of connections, no matter how toxic they were, because they want to prove a point. They want to prove that I will never be the one to abandon people. Then people see it in them, and it's called an attachment. They become attached to people because they cannot let go. People see it in them and they take advantage of them because they see them, this one would always be around, because they are trying to prove a point that they will never let go. The world is deeper than the way we see it. There are so many things that as human beings we learn every day. Psychology, the way people behave, why they do what they do. I don't know why I'm making this video. I'm not really sure. I'm just sharing what I've learned so far. And I hope this helps people. If you are a person who is in a connection with somebody who is either on either sides of the spectrum, somebody who pulls away or somebody who does too much just to prevent them from feeling the pain that they've once felt as children, I hope you heal. I hope you can discover how to get out of that situation. I hope you can do better. And I hope you have a partner who is patient, loving, and understanding enough, and gentle enough to help you navigate through I'm trying to search for the word, help you navigate through your trauma and help you to find healing. My name is Olajuwon Eric Bamidele. I like to share what I learn. I like to talk. I like to interact. So if anything I said in this video stands out, please drop a comment. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can hear more of me. Remember that there are 3 things that cannot long be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Subscribe.